Morning, everybody. This is JC here. Gonna start the third day with Tesla FSD Supervised version 12.5.4. Gonna run over to the family restaurant boba shop for a real quick second and then come on back. So let's see how we do on day 3. Got a little narrow passage here. Got cars on both sides of the road. Gonna make a left turn here on Windward Meadow. Ooh. Stopped there. Had a car come out of nowhere. That's a Tesla. There we go. I haven't seen that one. Awesome. Oh, actually I have. I've seen that one. Oh, okay. Never mind. That's one of the 3 other Teslas in this area. Great. Model Y there. Looks like they got a dual motor. Make a right. Yeah, as you can see there, the visibility is not great coming out of there. And so that Model Y that was coming to our right, we didn't really see that until it was about 100, 150 feet away. And so we made the right decision there. But I'll tell you what, all the hesitation that used to take place, the 2 or 3 creeps that would take place there because of that poor visibility, that is over. 12.5.4 certainly cured that. Four-way stop here. Let that car go. They have the right of way. And they kind of did a rolling stop, or as a lot of folks I've heard call it, a California stop. But that's fine as well. We can react to that. All right, we got stoplight here at North Park Drive. And take a left. Beautiful day today. Gorgeous. It's about 78 degrees outside right now. Nice little crisp wind, no humidity. Basically got Southern California weather for the day here in Houston. All right, now we got a green light and we take off. Staying in our lane, great job. Really exciting, all of the 10-10 event Invitations went out yesterday. So congratulations to everybody that received an invitation to the event. I did not. Didn't really surprise me though, since it was a random drawing. I am a shareholder, so just for anybody watching these videos, so there's no conflict of interest. I am in fact a Tesla shareholder, and I have a pretty sizable position, but nonetheless, many more folks out there with larger positions than me. But regardless, definitely with the random nature of it, you know, you just never know. And quite frankly, I only joined the community about 1.5 years ago. Basically in the first quarter of 2023 is when I bought my first Tesla, and shortly got on X and became part of the Tesla community there. So yeah, it's fine. I haven't been to a Tesla event. I should say I've been to Tesla events, but I haven't, you know, been one of the lucky few that get the actual tickets. And so I will be in Burbank. My plan is to go to Burbank for the 1010 event. So I'll definitely be there. Hope to see a bunch of y'all there. Really excited about it. I think this is going to be one of the most important days in the history of Tesla. And not to be melodramatic, but I think it's going to be one of the most important days in the history of transportation globally. I think it's so important that we do this. Here in the United States, unfortunately, we lose approximately 45,000 people a year to traffic fatalities. 25% of those fatalities are on the ages of 19 and below. When you do the math, that basically means a couple hundred people a day in the United States. Worldwide, that number's like 1.3 million lose their lives annually to traffic fatalities. Got a school zone here. Progressing through nicely. So yeah, with those numbers, we have to do something. We cannot just continue to accept that we're going to lose 45,000 people in our country every year to traffic accidents. The Vietnam War started in the mid-60s, ended in the mid-70s. So depending upon when you believe the start date of that war was, most people agree sometime in 64, 65. We're talking about 10 years. A 10-year American involvement in Vietnam, and that cost us 45,000 American lives. Now juxtapose that to the fact that every single year on our roads in the United States of America, we lose an entire Vietnam War of our family members, of our fathers, mothers, grandparents, sons, daughters, uncles, aunts, friends, loved ones. Devastating. And we just accept it. I don't accept it. And that's why I am such a big proponent, bull, a lot of folks would say, on Tesla FSD. Because I know one day this technology is going to save millions of lives. A lot of those lives we'll never even know. A lot of the families of people who did not lose their children, did not lose their parents and grandparents, and family and friends, they'll never know. But that is absolutely fine. Because we don't want them to know that pain. I myself personally have been to 5 funerals for young people, all 5 of them below the age of 18, 16 to 18, that died in vehicle accidents. And you want to talk about devastating. Every death is devastating, obviously. But when you help a friend pick out a suit or a dress for their 17 or 18-year-old child, brother, that's some pain. So yeah, that's why we do this. And that's why I believe the 1010 event is not just a big day in Tesla history. That's great. Yeah, we equate it to the Model 3. Great. I don't think folks are seeing the bigger picture in some cases. Yes, I'm a Tesla shareholder, and I'm excited about it from a shareholder perspective. But I'm also somebody who's helped friends lay their children to rest. And that's way more important to me than my shares in Tesla. Just to put it bluntly. I'm also a Marine veteran. And I swore an oath to this country, to its people, and to the Constitution that we live under, to protect and defend all of it. And so for me, being an FSD supervisor is just a continuation of my commitment to that oath, to all 3 of those things: this country, its people, and our Constitution and values. Got a yellow here. There we go. We were good to go. Turned yellow as we were going underneath. Starting to warm up a little bit now. Got up to 80. That's a pretty looking F-150 there. Oh, Lord, son. I'm gonna go on a limb and say he doesn't have FSD in that Ford F-150. He almost rear-ended that car in front of him. My gosh. Oh, Lord. Just as I was complimenting you on your truck, you go and do something silly like that. Well, that could have been, he was 10 seconds away from having a pretty crappy day. Progressing along here. Woo! That biker just threaded the needle there between the Volkswagen and what that is up there. Didn't check. But yeah, he threaded the needle. Tell you what, that's something that's just, I get it. I know a lot of people really, really enjoy bikes, motorcycles. I get it. But, man, the statistics are just not great. Not great at all. Talking about vehicle fatalities, my gosh. Yeah, my understanding about motorcycles is it's not if, it's when. And how ready you are for it when it happens. So make sure you wear a helmet, wear protective gear, and mainly drive cautiously. Drive defensively, or ride, I should say. Getting over into the right lane here. Got a little opening. Picking up a little speed. We are going 51 in a 45, so that's fine. Bag of trash has been out there for about 3 or 4 days. Got a car pulling out in front of us. We handle it perfectly. Did not get the jitters. Great job. Great job. There were some previous versions where we would have damn near slammed the brakes on to make sure that we didn't hit that car that was pulling out a little too early. We handled it perfectly. All right, we're going to take a right up here at Upper Lake Drive at a couple hundred feet. Excuse me. Making our right turn. Staying in our lane. Great job. Getting over to the left now. Excellent. Excellent. I'm going to make a left turn here at the three-way stop. Come to a complete stop. They have the right of way. Now it's our turn. There we go. Stay in our lane. Excellent job. Great job. shows that left lane's going to end here in a few hundred feet, but it's like more of a merging into one lane, so we should be fine. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll take a right up here at Kings Parkway in a few hundred feet. Curve around here a bit. Get in the right turning lane. We have another four-way stop. Take their turn. It's their right away. Now it's our turn. Make our turn. Great job. All right. Have another four-way stop here. Complete stop. Move on through. We are about 5 minutes away from our first. So I got to go to the family restaurant / boba shop, and I'll only be there for a few minutes. Just got to do something real quick there. But one of the things I decided to do was go ahead and have it navigate to that AJ's Food Mart, little mom and pop shop again, to see if the navigation does any better. So I don't know if you saw my video from a couple of days ago. That was really the only hiccup on that first drive with version 12.5.4, is that it missed getting over into the right lane to turn into the food mart. And so what it did is it rerouted, turned left, did a U-turn about 100 feet ahead, came back. No big whoop. I just want to see, it's a third day, so sometimes you got to let this stuff marinate a bit. All right, we're at a stoplight here, but you can turn right on red in Texas. We got our clearance, and there we go. Stayed in our lane. Great job. Excellent job. Now we get over to the left. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So yeah, I want to see, now that this is our third day with it, if it does any better navigating us directly to the food mart versus having to reroute a couple hundred feet. Again, no big whoop. At the end of the day, it gets you there, and it got us there. Pulled right into the parking lot. But, you know, it's still silly. So, but that's where we're at right now. It's stuff like that. It's like, okay, every drive is damn near perfect with no interventions. However, there's these 2 or 3 little silly things it did that didn't lead to a disengagement or even an intervention. It's just silly. It's like, just get over to the right. You know you got to, so do it. All right, we got a left turning light here, but it's about to turn yellow, and we do the right thing and we stop. Because that would have turned red on us about halfway through. Looks like somebody may have had an accident in the middle of the intersection here not too long ago. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but it looks like there's still some vehicle parts in the middle. Nothing too bad, and I don't think we're going to drive over. I think our path on this left turning lane will take us to the left of that, but No. Doesn't surprise me at an intersection like this that there's somebody running a red light trying to get through. Things like that happen. All right, now we got the green light. Yeah, we avoided it good. Stay in our lane. Perfect. Now, the food mart is about a half a mile up here to our right. So we are in the left lane, which is fine for now, because like I said, it's a half mile up. But we should, at some point, start getting over to the right lane in order to pull in there. We did not do that a couple of days ago. So I'm curious to see. And again, good thing is I got video here of it, which I upload to X. So regardless of what it does, we'll be fine. All right, we got a car coming up. Or is it good? Well, it's not gonna get. Now that one, I don't know. It's gonna do the same thing again. Watch. Okay, so we got in the left turning lane. It's going to turn left here, do a quick U-turn, and then come into the parking lot over there. Now that one, I can say, I don't know if that was navigation or that Dodge Ram truck that was literally stayed right by our side the entire time. I'm still going to chalk that up to navigation. But again, just let it run through, and I've got it on video here, so I will, plug that to Tesla. That's a navigation thing, though, because that's the only this is, of all the places I've navigated to, it's the only place where that happens. And it's a small little mom and pop shop, so it doesn't have the great, nothing on Google Maps. All right, we're making our left, stay in our lane. Good job. We'll come up here and do a U-turn. Yeah, so I have to flag that to Tesla again, that the navigation there. Now, I don't know if that's a Tesla thing or a Google Maps or who owns that kind of stuff, but again, I don't expect every little mom and pop stop to get like completely navigated. All right, got our U-turn here. Get over in the right lane. Perfect. Great U-turn. Very smooth. That was a really nice, smooth U-turn. Go through the light, turn right. Let's see how we do here. A little tight getting through here. All right, showing auto navigation complete. Let's move this up a little bit. And then we'll go ahead and park. Yeah, come on, Tesla. Get AJ's Food Mart, Bait and Tackle, and Hair Wig store on the map. All right. So we are going to regroup here and then head over to the Sweet Escape. I'll talk to you in a second. Bye. All right. So let's make our way on over to the Sweet Escape. got a gentleman pulling out right now. Let's let him get himself straightened out. There we go. We should be on our way. We've got a young gentleman to our left who just got out of his vehicle, so gave him a second to get situated before it moved out. Good job. Very good. No traffic coming the other way, and just went. Now we're going to get in the left turning lane. We'll need to get into the median to do a U-turn after this Corolla does his own U-turn. Let's see who does it better. I think we did it better. I think we did it better. And that was a very, we'll just say that was a established gentleman. He's been driving a while in that Corolla. So we did better than the gentleman in the Corolla in front of us. Very good job. Great job. We just got to get that navigation pin figured out for AJ's Food Mart, Bait and Tackle Shop, and Wig Supply Store. The reason I like stopping there is because I'm probably going to stop doing it, because that's the place where I'd like to see how the Tesla does with U-turns. It's pretty obvious. It's got U-turns knocked out of the park now. Like, it can do them. Really, and hairpin U-turns. So I just ended up doing 2 of them. So I likely will just stop setting a pin at that Food Mart to test out the U-turn. It would be like me, let's test out a roundabout. Well, I think everybody in the Tesla community knows, who's been on version 12 for a while, that roundabouts got cured a while back. So nobody's gonna test out a roundabout. I get the sense with U-turns, we're at the same place. It does U-turns really well. So that may be the last time I even set a pin for that place. That really, maybe the only reason I might set a pin there is just to see if they're getting some of these navigation things figured out. Getting in the left turning lane. Got a stoplight. Now we got the green protected arrow. Gonna make a right turn into the front part of the parking lot. We got the Jiffy Lube as we first come in. Got a car coming right at us. We should have gotten over to the right a little more there. Nobody does that though. But yeah, technically, we should have gotten a little further over to the right. Well, not the greatest parking job in the world, but it tried to park. It literally tried to park us in front. So great job, great job. All right, well, I'm gonna re-park this a little bit better, and then take care of a few things, and then we will be back on our way. All right, everybody, see you in a little bit. All right, we're done at the restaurant boba shop. Well, now let's head on back to the casa. Pulling out of the parking lot here. Got some oncoming traffic to the left. Should be good now. A little hesitation there. Did not need that hesitation. Yeah, it hesitated for a split second right there as we were making the right onto Will Clayton Parkway here, and it had no need to do that. There were some cars down the way, but none of them anywhere near close to us. Not a big deal, obviously, but again, we're at a point now where we're tallying comfort things now, which is good. Like we're not getting the safety critical stuff. At least I'm not seeing. I haven't seen anything from a safety critical standpoint. Knock on wood. Going through an intersection here. Good deal. Stoplight. Yeah, so I'm not seeing. Well, let's talk about that for a second. I think we talked about it on one of Yaman's spaces before, but like defining disengagements, interventions, safety critical versus non-safety critical, but still need to do it, you know, just based off others around you. And then just comfort stuff, right? Which may be an intervention or may not. It's just gonna be in the eyes of the beholder, right? So far, fairly perfect drive other than two things. The little navigation snafu there that cost us about 100 to 200 feet in 60 seconds, but showed us a really good U-turn. Obviously, they need to get stuff like that fixed. Not critical whatsoever. Nothing safety critical about that. Honestly, not even anything comfort about that. It's just why add 60 seconds to somebody's trip when you can just get over to the right. So, got that. And then the slight little second hesitation there of turning right onto Will Clayton Parkway. Again, definitely not safety critical. More of a comfort level thing as well. Did not need an intervention, but still just unnecessary. There were clearly no cars near us, so I'm not really sure what exactly made it hesitate there. Could have been the sun, I don't know. But the sun has been at every other left and right turn we've done, so not really sure what it is. Maybe there was a visibility thing as well. Who knows? Man, when I'm sitting here talking 5 minutes about stuff like that, you know we're on our way. You know this is gonna, if I'm talking about that stuff now, that's a great sign. But we got to do it. You know, you got to. Life isn't about reaching one specific perfect place. Life is about continuous improvement. No matter what. You get up to a level, take it to the nether level. And then the next level. And then the next level. All right, what was it on Key and Peele? That's a whole nother level. you got to take it to a whole nother level. Got Humble Middle School over here to our right. Heck, Landon may have gone to that school. I know Landon went to Humble High. I wonder if he went to Humble Middle School. That could have been his school right there. Getting up to a traffic light. We are still on Will Clayton Parkway. All right. Traffic light turn green. Progressing through. Good job. Oh, they got a brand new Taco Bell over there to the right. Big things in Humble, Texas. Big things. Brand new Taco Bell. You know, as good as the authentic tacos are around here, and all of the great Mexican food we have here, you still see a ton of Taco Bells. And you know why? It's because if it's 1 or 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and let's say you've had a couple of hottie toddies, that place, I would love to be able to look at the books of Taco Bell one day and see if they have their revenue analyzed by hour of the day. And it would crack me up. Oh, we got a young lady. She's getting a hookup. Good for her. I'd love, if it was stratified by hour, I would love to see what their revenue from midnight to 3 in the morning is compared to all the other 3 hours. Something tells me they get a pretty good uptick around that time. All right, progress through the light. To our right is Turner Stadium. That is where the football teams for Humble High, Kingwood High, Atascocita High, about 4 or 5 high schools all around this area play there. And immediately to our right is Humble High School, the high school of Landon, unsupervised. That's his alma mater right there. Have to point that out to Landon when I get this updated. I bet you this all looks different through here. Well, maybe not that right there. That's still woods. But all these strip malls, I'm not even sure they existed when Landon was going to school there. Yep, we are in Humble, Texas right now. Continue. Now immediately to our right is the Humble Civic Center. In fact, that's where I think all of my kids had their proms at, their senior proms. No more senior proms for me. 4 up 4 down, all done. The next time that I'm talking about somebody's senior prom, it's going to be, hopefully, knock on wood, I'm around many years from now, one of my grandkids. But I can wait a while. I can wait a good while. Car's going to turn right there. We gave him a little space. Good job. Chevy Malibu takes its opportunity. No problem with that. I got no problem with that. Do your thing, Chevy Malibu. You found an opportunity. You took it. Don't want to do too many of those. But I'm fine with it. All right, gonna get over into the right turning lane here. Turn right up here onto the feeder of East Tex Freeway, 59 North. Here we go. Good job. Yeah, that's Chevy Malibu. He's riding that Toyota's butt. Come on, son. Be nicer than that. Got his right blinker on. Doesn't look like he's trying to turn right. Now he's got his left. He's just all over the place. He doesn't know what he wants to do. I know what he wants to do. He wants to be able to go 120 miles an hour and have everybody on the road just get the hell out of his way. But life doesn't work that way. Well, I guess one of them did. All right, about to get up on East Tex Freeway, 5969 North. Get about 5 miles of highway here. See how we do. All right, we are up on the, we're still on, oh, there we go. I was about to say the city stack was on there still. Like, really? Wow. All right. And it is just wanting to get over and get going. It's moving. Oh, look at this. And there we go. I had programmed in a different route to go home, and I was just checking. I actually changed some of the navigation on that, so apologies. I like keeping that full visual up there for the videos. When I'm not doing videos, I'll generally keep like the navigation up there just to see it. But when I'm doing the videos, I like to keep the full visual on the screen for y'all. And she is confident. I know this is still the V11 highway stack, but I was telling Omar, it feels like they added some salt and pepper to this thing. It is just driving with so much confidence. wheeling and dealing. Well, somebody got their left blinker on. But look at that! That is awesome. Great job. We do not have to stop and immediately let somebody over with their left blinker if we're already there. Just progress on through, and of course, they got in behind us, like most human beings do. Great job. Great job. So and that's on the highway stack. That is definitely different. You cannot tell me that that is not different than what y'all were previously seeing on previous FSD versions with this existing highway stack. It never did that. If it saw a blinker on, it would just stop and hover there for 5 or 6 seconds to let that person get over. Even if we had we're progressing through, we're going faster than them. Just a human is just going to keep progressing through, and then they'll get in behind them. Great job. Great job. Yeah, we do not have to slow down on the highway just because somebody puts a blinker on. Wow. Yeah, same highway stack, my bahonkus. I'm sure it's, well, let me take that back. I'm sure it's the same stack, but that ain't V11, baby. That was not the highway stack when we were on 11.4.4 or 11.4.9. Just give me a break. All right. Man, there's so many good things. So that's the thing. For every little weird new, like, comfort level nuance thing, mamajiggy, you see, like a little navigation snafu or a quick second hesitation, for every one of those, there's 2 amazing things you see emerge. Like great things. Like, I will tell you what, the way it's acting on the highway, hell, that's going to save you more time than anything else right there. Wow. It almost makes me wonder, like, okay, I get it. You want end to end on everything, soup to nuts. But it's just been so good on the highways. Like, what's going to be wholly different about what we've been experiencing on the highways on 12.5.4? With whatever salt and pepper that they've added to the highway stack. I mean, tell me what it's going to do different. Again, remember, I am not a software engineer. I am not an AI person, a data scientist. I'm none of those things. So, I'm just a Marine jarhead turned accountant, now retired. So, take all of that with a grain of salt. But I see it with my eyes and I feel it with my butt. Okay, that didn't sound right. But you know what I mean. All right, narrow county road here. Got that's a semi parked up to the right. What do we got here? Yes. Not a semi, that's just a regular truck with a trailer. I think they got a body shop right over there to the right. Because it always seems to be some sort of truck or, with a trailer over there. Not always, I'd say 50% of the time. 50% of the time, it works all the time. Got a couple of feed stores over there to the left. Got a rice depot there to the right, and this is country. Things that you'll see in rural America. All right, we got a car coming to our left, and we got a car at the intersection in the right. We should be good. Well, why do I even like narrate this anymore? She just does it perfectly. All right, we made our right turn. Slowed down just a skosh as we were making that right turn, but I understand why. Couple of vehicles to the left, and then it's just really narrow drop off there to the ditch before the railroad tracks to the right. So sometimes, just depending on the angle it's got to take to avoid oncoming vehicles, it'll go a little bit slower. So I'm absolutely fine with that. I wouldn't even call that comfort. That was necessary. Got mail car to the right. Got over for it. Get back over. Good job. Got a landscaping truck pulling out. Please stay in your lane. Kind of stayed in their lane, but we did great. Did not overreact to that at all. And that landscaping truck and trailer, they kind of stayed over in this lane a little too long. We did well. Come up to this stop sign, come to a complete stop, and then take a right into the neighborhood. Here's our stop. Make our right. Got an oncoming Ford F-150. Yeah, give them a little space. That F-150, I'm just going to let y'all know, they made a very wide turn over there, so that was where the hesitation was coming from. Now, that being said, I think it was still a little bit too hesitant. I think it could have continued to progress. It definitely needed to slow down and see how wide that F-150 was coming. Folks come pretty wide on that turn right there, because it's not, as you can see, it's not, the lanes aren't really good on it. There's no stop sign or anything, so people just kind of come around there. But again, hesitated maybe a few miles per hour slower than it needed to. Making our way around the U-turn. Got a FedEx truck to our left. We adjust. Good job. Got some oncoming vehicles, but we also got a parked vehicle to the right. We get over, get right back over, adjust. Great job. All right, so it has one little snicky poo, and then it does three things in a row perfect. All right, we've got a stop sign here, but we have traffic. They do not have a stop sign, and we've got another Ford F-150. Man, they made a real wide turn. I think that dude wanted to take my nose off. See what I'm talking about? These Ford F-150s, they just proliferate around here, and they own the road. They just own it. Not forever, though. Not forever. So that was two Ford F-150s making wide turns within a couple hundred yards of each other, and both of them damn near taking my nose off. But we did fine. We did fine. All right. Well, that went great. Another no disengagement, no intervention drive. Again, had a couple of little small things it could do better. But again, nothing that ended up in an intervention even. So yeah, that one little navigation thing, again, I'm joking around. I do not expect them to lay a perfect navigation pin on every little bait and tackle shop and mom and pop food store around the country. But yeah, I may just have to, that'll get done over time. And then in just a couple of places where it was a little bit hesitant, just a second more hesitant than it needed to be. But again, nothing safety related or critical whatsoever. All right. Well, that was great. I will talk to y'all again soon. Hope y'all have a great Thursday morning and rest of the day. And I will talk to you again. Bye.